Hello. I wanted to make a quick Periscope before the corporate call and just go over Tina's call. If you guys got on, was extraordinary. End of the month tips. Hey. So I wanted to go over a few of those because I talk really fast. And so I wanted to put something down that you guys could watch over and maybe take notes on because I know a lot of you are pushing for these end of the month promotions. And so here's some tips on how you can get some volume for the end of the month. Now, listen, it's the end of the month, okay? So I know that people are either pushing for they're pushing for that 400 club. They're pushing for, for that Ruby $1,000 bonus. They're pushing for maybe requalifying as something. So whatever it may be, let's just go ahead and talk about some of the ways that you can get some extra volume at the end of the month, because there is nothing more frustrating than being boxed in for a promotion and not being able to make it because you don't have enough volume, and you need sustainable volume. So that's a whole nother Periscope about gaining loyal customers to build sustainable volume. But there is a few things, and a lot of people are new. So if you are a new distributor, do not be afraid to reach out to people and simply let them know that you have started a new business. Think about it. If your best friend started a new business, you would expect to get a message for them and say, hey, I just started, letting them, for them to tell you what they're doing. And you would more than likely go and get something just to support them, right? So in the same way, don't feel bashful about asking someone to support you. So what I tell my new team members is to get out there, let them know, and just be flat out and say, hey, I've started my own business. I'm really excited about it. I'm loving the products. Would you be willing to try a product for 3 months at my cost? Now, naturally, that's the loyal customer program. 9 times out of 10, they're either going to say no, yes, maybe, I don't know. So they're going to respond to you in some way. The first thing you want to do is get them over to your website. One thing that I recommend that you do is give them some suggestions. So I always recommend everybody for the greens. If they're trying to lose weight, and that's another thing that you can find out is what are your goals? But the first thing I try to do is get them over to my website, and then make sure that you follow up with them and say, hey, did you have any questions? What product are you interested in trying? Another thing that you can do is make sure you're working your hundreds list. So when you first get started, and that's another Periscope I'm going to do. When you first get started, one of the first things that you want to do is create a hundreds list. And in that hundreds list, you're going to write down everyone's name that you know. And that is how you start reaching out to people and getting in touch with them. So make sure that you are working your hundreds list. Another thing that you can do is be really active on social media. So a lot of your friends have probably heard of It Works. They've maybe heard of the wraps or the hair, skin, and nails. But maybe they've never known someone actually in person. They just know them through social media who sells it. So get in touch with your upline. See what are some ways that you can be active on social media in a non-spammy way. We've done Periscopes on that. We've talked about that. So make sure you're being creative with that. You don't want to be spammy, but if they see you, and I've seen this time and time again, is a new distributor post something. Maybe it's the hair, skin, and nails. And I keep coming back to the hair, skin, and nails because it's a really hot product right now. And in the comments, it'll be like, oh my gosh, you're selling this now. I've been wanting some of this. So if you're new, be active on social media. Now, a lot of you who are new, you're wondering, why are you trying to get to 400? 400 is one of the first major milestones. So getting your 2 loyal customers and getting Fast Start qualified, getting your 4 and getting that 120 product, and then getting to 400. That's huge, okay? That is like a rite of passage, like a badge of honor in our company is being in the 400 club. Now, for those of you who are existing, who are maybe pushing for a Ruby $1,000 bonus, or you're just pushing for any of the bonuses or trying to get charted, it is very important that you chart. So go to your eSuite, print off your document. If you're charting Ruby, that you're doing that. I'm trying to keep an eye on my time, guys. So make sure that you go to your eSuite. Your eSuite is your best friend. Go in and pull up the reports, and within reports, go to Tree Viewer, click where it shows loyal customers, and from there, you can go in and really see everything about your loyal customers. When was the last time they ordered? What are they ordering? And that from there, you can look at an old loyal customer and let them know about new products. So just reach out, send them a message. Maybe if they've not ordered in a while, this is what I've been doing today, is just sending a message and say, hey, how are you? I know that you have not ordered in a long time, but we've got some new products that I think you might be interested in. Here's my website. Okay. Because if you have that link right there, think about it. If you got that text message from someone that you had bought something from, and the link is right there, and you're just sitting playing on social media, what are you going to do? You're going to click on that link and go check it out, right? So make sure you include your website in that message. You're also going to want to look to see who has perk points, okay? Perk points are really important for our customers because it's free product. So one of the cool things that you can do is let them know how much that they have. You can also let them know, hey, you're only a couple months away from 150, whatever it may be. You want to see who's close to free shipping. Okay, so if somebody is ordering something that is say it's $120, let them know for next month, and I know this is not a last minute thing, but let them know for next month that their order is 5 minutes shy of free shipping. And that's for someone who's in their first 3 months. So there's 2 ways to get free shipping as a loyal customer. One is to order something over $125, and the second way is to be past that 3rd month, but it has to be on auto ship. That is not on regular orders. So free shipping is only on auto ship orders. We've already talked about people who haven't ordered. One thing that you can do is, as you're looking through those loyal customers, look at things that are 30-day supplies, like hair, skin, and nails, greens, even the skincare. If it's been like 5 or 6 months, you know that they're probably out of that product. So one thing you can do is say, hey, I noticed that you haven't ordered in a few months. Are you running out of your greens? Or are you ready to do, do you need any more skincare? Whatever it may be. And that way you can make sure that they're staying up on their product. I ran into someone today who's been a loyal customer of mine from the very beginning, and she let me know that nothing compares to the Preventage. And she was ordering them 2 at a time each month, and the last time she had finally just ran out. And so now I know, and I messaged her today. She's got her login information at work, so I'm going to follow up with her tomorrow to make sure she knows how to order. Another thing that you can do is to let people know, especially this is really good for people who you've been talking to that have not quite made that leap to being a loyal customer, is just say, hey, listen, I'm making end of the month orders. Are you ready to go ahead and get started on and whatever product it is? And just make sure you're following up with leads. You know, you may have had a conversation with someone about a certain product, and then the conversation went cold. Maybe they had to put their kids to bed. Maybe, the conversation just ended. Just follow back up with them and say, hey, I just wanted to touch base and see, if you had made a decision. We're wrapping things up for the end of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I know that it's good to get on the corporate call early. So I will do a few more Periscopes about getting started and other things like that. But I hope that helped you. If you have any more questions, or if you have a question about something that I discussed, feel free to message me. Have a great night, guys.